Spontaneous human combustion. This term describes when a person catches fire and burns without an external cause in a short period, suddenly. Over the past 300 years, over 250 cases of this have happened worldwide. In 1637, a Frenchman named Jonas Dupont wrote a book about it. He wrote about a woman named Nicole Millet, who was addicted to alcohol. They found Nicole in her bed. She had turned to ash from the fire, and the interesting thing was that there was no sign of fire on her bed. In 1919, they found the body of an English writer named Temple Thompson while he was completely burnt. The cause of the burning was inside his body. In 1938, a woman named Mary Carpenter went boating with her family. Suddenly, she caught fire in the middle of the boat, and her family's efforts to extinguish the fire with seawater were unsuccessful. Mary turned to ash in front of her husband and child. There are many other cases like these, but we can't mention all here. So far, scientists haven't found a definite reason for these incidents, but they have theories about it. First is alcohol addiction. Most of the people who have lost their lives in this way were addicted to alcohol. Scientists say there is a connection between alcohol addiction and spontaneous combustion. Second is excess body fat. Other research has shown that spontaneous combustion has happened in people who are abnormally obese and have unusual amounts of fat. Third is static electricity in the body. Electric fields inside the body come into contact with each other for a short moment and suddenly create intense heat in the body, burning the person's bones to the brain. The morning glory clouds. The morning glory clouds are very rare. They mostly appear in one place in the world, the Gulf of Carpentaria. These clouds look like long rolls in the sky. They move quite fast, about 10 to 20 meters per second. They usually stay at a height of 100 to 200 meters above the ground. Morning glory clouds can be just one cloud or many clouds in a row. When they move, it looks like a new cloud is forming at the front, while one cloud disappears at the back. Royal Australian Air Force pilots first saw these clouds in 1942. Blood rain, also known as red rain, is a unique natural event where it's believed that a blood-like substance falls from the sky as rain. It happens randomly in different places, but it's often seen in Kerala, India. The first recorded instance of blood rain in Kerala was in 1896, and it has occurred several times since then. Locals first reported it in 2001, after which various studies were conducted. The government also commissioned a study, revealing that the rainwater had been colored by airborne particles of a specific type of green algae that grows in the area. The most recent occurrence was in June 2012. There were also reports of blood rain in Sri Lanka in the same year. Initially, many superstitions were associated with blood rain, and people considered it a bad omen. However, since the scientific explanation has been discovered, whenever it happens, people often take walks in the rain and try to capture the rare moment. Mysterious crop circles. Every week, strange circles appear in fields in different parts of the world. They show up overnight, puzzling locals and news outlets. While mostly seen in England, these circles have also been spotted in other countries. People wonder who or what makes them. Many think reports of these circles go back for centuries, often mentioned in books and websites about mysteries. The only old evidence is a wooden piece from 1678 showing a circle of wheat stalks. Some believe this is proof, but historical research disagrees. Some say the first real crop circle was seen near a small town in Australia in 1966. A farmer saw something rise from a swamp and then found a circular pattern and flattened grass. He thought it was made by a spaceship. However, Police said it was likely a natural event like a tornado. In England, circles started appearing more frequently in the 1970s, becoming more complex over time. Some people think they are made by precise wind patterns, while others believe unseen energy fields are at play. Those who believe in aliens think they create the circles using flying saucers or energy beams from space without visiting Earth. But no one knows for sure. The Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole is a huge underwater sinkhole near the coast of Belize, about 70 kilometers from Belize City in America. It's believed to have formed over 15,000 years ago. This phenomenon became famous thanks to a diver named Jacques Cousteau, who declared it one of the top 5 scuba diving sites in the world. Investigations by his team confirmed that the hole's origin is typical karst limestone formations, which formed in at least 4 stages before rising in sea level. Later, scientists discovered that it was formed when sea levels were much lower, and as the ocean began to rise, the hole was created. The Taos hum. The Taos hum is a strange noise that some people hear in Taos, New Mexico. It's like a buzzing or humming sound that bothers them a lot. This noise doesn't stop, and it gives them headaches and makes them anxious or scared. Doctors don't know where it comes from. Some people say it sounds like a diesel engine or a loud refrigerator. It affects people differently, with some finding it annoying and others finding it really upsetting. Some even feel so bad that they think about hurting themselves. Scientists have different ideas about what causes the noise, like earthquakes or secret military radio signals. Some people think the US military might use special technology to make the sound on purpose, but we still don't know for sure where the noise comes from or why it happens. People who hear it have to live with it or move away to escape it. The Lake Natron. Lake Natron is a stunning red-colored lake located in Tanzania. It stretches up to 57 kilometers long and 22 kilometers wide. The lake's temperature can reach a scorching 140 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks to a nearby volcano. Scientists think the water contains a high level of minerals and salt, giving it its distinctive red hue. This color is also due to volcanic activities and the lake's extremely high in pH level. According to NASA, the red color comes from Haloarchaea microorganisms that thrive in the salty waters of the lake. Many tourists are drawn to this unique place, not only because of its red color, but also because of the fascinating remains of animals that appear to have turned to stone, creating an unseen and remarkable sight for many visitors. The Naga Fireballs. The Naga Fireballs are a mysterious and fascinating phenomenon that happens in Thailand. Usually occurring in the rivers of the Nong Khai province during the end of October, hundreds of fireballs rise from the water and continuously fly towards the sky during the annual Naga Fireball Festival. According to local mythology, the fireballs belong to the Naga or Phaya Naga, a colossal sea serpent that wakes up annually to witness the festival. These fireballs shoot up high from the water and emit a glowing light along their path. They move roughly in a straight line and stop at a certain height without changing direction. After reaching their peak, these fireballs mysteriously burst and vanish into the river. The exact cause of this phenomenon is still unknown, and there are various explanations and theories about it. Some believe that the Naga fireballs are caused by gases rising from the riverbed and reacting with the air. Others see it as a natural phenomenon or due to underground activities. Nonetheless, the Naga fireballs remain a captivating mystery for people and researchers alike, with many challenges in understanding and interpreting it. The Sailing Stones. Sailing stones, also known as walking rocks, are a phenomenon observed in many places, but they are most commonly found near Death Valley National Park in California. These stones seem to move from one direction to another on their own. Many theories have been proposed to explain why and how they move. Initially, it was believed that wind was the cause, but wind seemed unlikely to move such large stones. The sailing stones at the Racetrac Playa in California were first studied in the 1900s. However, scientists struggled to find answers to the mystery of the sailing stones for almost a century. Then, in 2014, the mystery was finally solved using time-lapse video footage. It revealed that the stones moved due to moving ice sheets, even at wind speeds. The Eternal Flame Falls. In New York, there's a small waterfall hiding a big surprise, a shoot of fire about 8 inches tall, famously known as the Eternal Flame. This flame is visible almost throughout the year. It stands at around 20 centimeters high and is said to have been lit by the Native American residents of the area thousands of years ago. Behind the waterfall lies a natural gas seep that feeds the flame. Analysis has found that the gas comes from a special type of rock called Rhine Street Shale, which sits around 400 meters below the surface of the Earth. This gas seep is believed to have the highest concentrations of ethane and propane of any known natural gas seep. The waterfall protects the flame to stay lit reliably, although hikers sometimes relight it if they notice it's been blown out. The Door to Hell. Located in Turkmenistan, the Door to Hell is a natural gas field that collapsed into an underground cavern near the village of Derwiz. Geologists intentionally set it on fire in 1971 to prevent the spread of methane gas, and it has been burning continuously ever since. Scientists have determined that the underground natural gas is responsible for this phenomenon. Initially thought to be an oil field site, engineers set up drilling operations to assess the quantity of oil available. However, they discovered a huge natural gas reserve instead. Fearing dangerous releases of poisonous gases into nearby towns, engineers decided to burn off the gas. It was estimated that the fire would burn out within a few weeks, but instead, it has continued to burn for more than 4 decades. Despite its origins, the Door to Hell has become a popular tourist attraction over the years.